Hi, my name is RTaylor III, and the topic that I'll be talking about today is how to debug a computer. The audience will know how to debug computers. Debugging a computer has ways of knowing and learning, such as what is debugging and going through the steps of how to debug computers. Debugging a computer is a way that will stop any virus that tries to make its way to the computer system. It's a logical process of locating and fixing or bypassing errors in a computer program code or the engineering of a hardware device. It's a necessary process in a hardware development project, in every new hardware or software development process, such as enterprise, personal application program, or commercial product. For complex products, debugging a computer is complete whenever a result of the unit test for the smallest part of the system. This has also happened to the component test for bringing parts together, the system part for an item being used with other items that exist, and where users try to use this item in real-life situations. To debug a computer, a programmer must monitor the execution of the program, stop it, restart it, set breakpoints, change values during memory, and get back in time. High-level programming languages, such as Java, makes it easy to debug computers due to features like making exceptions that makes real sources of erratic behavior easy to find. In lower-level programming languages such as C or assembly, bugs may also cause silent problems such as memory corruption, or it's often difficult to see where that intentional problem took place. The first step in debugging a computer is trying to attempt to reproduce the problem. This could turn to a non-trivial task, for example, either in the case of parallel processes or some unusual software bugs. Things like user's history and specific user environment makes it hard for that problem to be reproduced. After the bug is reproduced, the input of the program should be simplified to make it easy for the computer to be debugged. For instance, a bug that's in a compiler could crash through when parsing some large source files. After the simplification of the test case, only a few lines from the original source can be enough to reproduce that same crash. Such simplification can be made manually by going through the divide and conquer approach. The next step for the programmer is remove some parts from the original test case and check to see if the problem still exists. While debugging the problem and graphical user interface, the programmer will try to skip some user interaction from the first problem and check to see if remaining actions are enough for a bug to appear. To automate the test case of simplification, delta debugging methods can be used. After the test case has been simplified, a programmer can start using the debugger to examine program states and track down the origin of the problem. To start debugging, the debugger must be connected to the system. And once it's connected, the debugger controls the execution of the problem into the remote system and includes information about its state. Due to most computer programs and most program hardware devices containing a lot of lines of code, almost any brand new product is most likely to include a couple of bugs. The bugs that are in the functions that gets more use will be found and fixed first. The sources where I found information about how to debug a computer are from n.wikipedia.org/wiki/debugging and searchsoftwarequality.com.techtarget.com. Thank you.